one of the early supermodels, clothes sizes, sample sizes were size 8. You know, now sample sizes are size 0 or they're size 4.
So to squeeze into the sample sizes and strut their stuff on the red carpet, celebrity mums are having to work extra hard. Mum of 2 Cate Blanchett has recently been pictured with what seems like dramatic weight loss.
Cate Blanchett is someone who is absolutely obsessed with fashion. She's the face of Armani Privé. She's completely become a fashion icon. And nowadays, unfortunately, to look good in a lot of these couture gowns, you know, you have to be a size 0, a size 2, a maximum size 4. And I think what's happened with Cate Blanchett is, you know, to look good the way she wants to look in designer clothing, she has to maintain a figure that for many of us seems to be shockingly thin.
Cate may be becoming a clothes horse, but there's one fashionista mum whose weight is never out of the headlines.
Victoria Beckham, she's in her mid-30s, 3 children. Why is she so bothered about looking as skinny as a 20-year-old Lindsay Lohan?
Well, I think Victoria Beckham sees her role as a wife and mother, but also as a fashion icon. And I think Victoria Beckham seems to have made a very clear choice that it is more important for her to look good in clothes than it is to look good naked.
Victoria Beckham is going to fit into LA just fine because it's the land of starvation.
3 weeks after giving birth, Victoria Beckham was back in her designer skinny jeans and back in front of the paps. But Posh was less keen to be photographed when she was pregnant.
If you look, when she had her first birth, she was proud to show her bump and she was wearing tight lycra tops. But then she became even more, with the word obsessed, that might sound a little hard, concerned about the way she looked, and she got even skinnier. And then when she got pregnant for the second and for the third time, she completely covered it up. To me, it's something that, you know, most women would want to celebrate.
But when you're married to a national treasure and the paps are always on your tail, there is probably pressure to look your best regardless of the number of babies you've had.
She's got to not compete with her husband, but you know, when you're with such a legend like that, I expect there is some expectation to keep up appearances.
You've got a husband who's constantly in the limelight. What do? You find another way of attracting everybody's attention. And a surefire way of doing that is losing weight. Not just losing any old bits and pieces of weight, but losing a lot of weight.
So how could Victoria look if she put on weight equivalent to the average 30-something mum of 3?
I think if Victoria Beckham put on not a lot of weight, just maybe an extra stone, I think people would warm to her so much more. It would be big news because she's always photographed looking so skinny.
Victoria may be a member of an A-list slimming club. It's claimed that she gets her weight loss tips from another of our extreme skinny celebrity mums.
It's reported that Victoria Beckham consulted Liz Hurley for post-pregnancy diet. I mean, who are you going to listen to, a doctor or Liz Hurley? Generally, as a rule of thumb.
And could Victoria have been passing this advice along the A-list?
Katie's weight has plummeted. Now, what does it say? Is it catching when you're with Victoria Beckham? You know, make friends with Victoria, you're going to lose all of your weight overnight.
Victoria may be skinny, but there's one celebrity mum whose weight loss has given even her family cause for concern.
With Angelina Jolie, she's always been quite skinny, but at the moment she's looking quite horrifically thin.
Angelina Jolie is a perfect example of that, who's been through a lot of trauma in her personal life as well as having had a baby, and has clearly just gone way past the point of looking good.
This is Angelina a year after the birth of baby Shiloh, but concerns over her health are nothing new.
Even when she was pregnant, it was hard to tell that she was. You know, you see a shot of her and she doesn't look pregnant at all. And I wonder what that's about. You know, she's one of the most beautiful women to walk the planet.
Angelina Jolie's brother James has spoken publicly about her weight loss. Angie has become very thin because she's grieving. She's not wanted to eat, nor has she been able to.
Angelina's the perfect example of someone who feels the pressure of, you know, the media circus around her. Her life's permanently under the spotlight, and she knows that. I mean, also her mother died really quite recently after she gave birth, so that probably didn't help matters at all. I'm sure that eventually she'll put it back on, but right now, she's a stick.
Coming up, will mum of 3 Monique have lost any weight on her extreme A-list diet? And who's the fastest shrinking celebrity mum of them all? When mums don't work, then they won't be earning their megabucks. No designer wants a fat model, no director a fat actress. So these A-list mums embark on a ruthless regime of diet and exercise to help them return to their tiny pre-baby selves. But is this the whole truth? Or are these women taking their weight loss to extremes?
Celebrities are very good at using all kinds of subterfuge to disguise the kind of extreme measures they go to keep the bodies that they have.
But some celebrity mums are working hard to shift the pounds, while others are telling us that we can have their perfect bodies too. And once they've got their figures back, diet endorsements and workout DVDs can make them some cash on the side.
Celebrities can make a lot of money endorsing diets and exercise plans, particularly if they happen to be in vogue. I mean, an A-list celebrity, if they would do it, could probably be earning £1 million a year for sponsoring one of those diets.
On packaging, you're only allowed to say exactly what is in there. You're not allowed to lie. And yet on a fitness video, the implication is this very, very slim person has got to be this slim by doing an hour a day of this workout. Most of that's rubbish. They've had personal trainers for 6 weeks before they've done that fitness video, and that's the good ones. We're not even talking about those that just do liposuction and tummy tuck and then say that they're doing an hour a day.
Real-life mum of 3 Monique has been living on an extreme diet of watercress soup for the past 4 days. She's trying to lose her baby weight.
I'm feeling really exhausted.
So we've decided to swap the watercress soup diet for the Jordan-endorsed juice diet for the final 3 days to see how this affects Monique's mind and body.
I've been really irritable. The children are slightly winding me up, and they don't ever do that. I think because of the low blood sugar, and just I kind of feel like I'm starving in a way as well when I haven't eaten. So I'm kind of feeling a bit sorry for the children, because half of it is slightly because they are, you know, being a bit cheeky, and the other half's me just being a really miserable mood.
As the end of this road test approaches, we're giving her a workout on the machine used by Madonna. The gyrotonic expansion system mimics the movement of dance and yoga.
Center of the hip socket. Stretch the arms, arch forward, curl back. Good, look down.
My stomach muscles really feel quite taut now.
And use this cable line as a...
But after a week road testing these extreme celebrity diets, has Monique lost any weight?
I've lost 4 pounds. That's really good for me, really good.
So, having lost no weight for 6 months, after just 1 week on these diets and workouts, Monique has lost 4 pounds. But it's been an emotional and physical struggle.
It's not worth it, not for my family. And it was hard work for me. I was really tired.
It's not worth it for Monique, but celebrity mums have more at stake than their bodies. And if they don't work, their bank balances suffer.
I think in terms of the celebrity mums at risk financially, movie actresses, you're not going to get cast if you're pregnant, because if the part isn't pregnant, you can't be. So goodbye your $15 million fee for the movies that year. If you're a music artist, it's hard, just physically hard work being on tour and doing all of that. So you're going to probably lose half a year, so you're probably out of the game for $10 million worth if you're at the top. Then modelling, you can't really operate on a catwalk after about 2 or 3 months. So you've lost 6 months there and maybe some months afterwards. So you're probably, that is definitely £1 million baby.
The catwalk queens might be on track to lose $1 million, but there's one model who shrugged off her baby weight faster than any other celebrity. She puts all the others in the shade. It's model mum, Heidi Klum.
She was under a lot of pressure with her second baby to get that weight off quickly. Within 7 days of Henry's birth, she was on a red carpet at the Emmy Awards.
I do not understand this, because she was taking such an enormous risk. Anyone who's breastfed knows that your breasts respond to any baby's cry. And the milk comes shooting out of your nipples. It's like a couple of twin fountains. So if Heidi Klum was on the red carpet and somebody in the crowd says, "Oi, Heidi, can I have your autograph?" and as she does so, the baby starts crying, boom!
But not only that, this model mum was strutting her stuff on the Victoria's Secret's catwalk after just 7 weeks.
She's got a contract with Victoria's Secrets which states her body and her image mustn't change. So you're going to do your damnedest to make sure your body is looking good at all times.
Victoria's Secrets instruct all models they can't go changing their vital statistics. So, if Heidi hadn't lost the pregnancy weight, she could have looked more like this. and a contract worth $2.5 million might have been forfeited. The modelling contracts, the film roles, the recording careers are putting women everywhere under pressure to be thin.
What a tragic deprivation. You know, not only are you depriving yourself of food, okay, you're a celebrity, you haven't eaten since 1974, you're used to that, but you're depriving yourself of the deepest, most passionate love affair of your life, and you're depriving your baby.
Let's have a few women up there saying, I'd like not to be self-obsessed, I'd like to be a mother actually and give some time to my kids and not think about myself for a while.
Every woman now feels they have to be thin within a month of giving birth, and it's impossible. And moreover, it's not just impossible, it's not natural. It's actually bad for your baby, and it's bad for you to be that thin because you're manipulating your body into doing something it doesn't want to do.